Welcome to Johnny Kaw's Birthday Party. We have a number of things that you need to be aware of. We have hot dogs down over there. Just follow my point. From the Manhattan Meat Market, they're kind enough to provide some of their own hot dogs. And you know, you've seen hot dogs in the store. This ain't no store hot dog. That's a real piece of meat over there. The Manhattan Meat Market has provided for us tonight. Hey, and look who's here! The birthday boy himself in all his Johnny Kaw regalia. Handsome bloke you are. But we're delighted you could all come and join us today. A couple of other things that you need to be aware of on your surroundings. We have some visuals here of the Manhattan Parks and Recreations plan here for the Manhattan City Park. And under the green tent, we have some Johnny Kaw stuff over there. We have the brand new Tale of Johnny Kaw book that's over there for $15. Yeah, I see you, Brad. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't want to bring out your name, Brad Streeter, for Vista, but that's okay. And they also have some Johnny Kaw bobbleheads over there and the Johnny Kaw print. That's a really cool thing that you can go check out as well. A little bit later on, birthday cake will be right over here. But we've got some great music and some other comments before we get to our big birthday party with Johnny Kaw. We do have a couple of announcements that we want to make sure that you're aware of, and many of these announcements are regarding social media. You can follow Visit Manhattan on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest. Search Visit Manhattan KS, and you'll find what you need. If you're on Snapchat, check out our Johnny Kaw Snapchat filter. And we encourage you also to post your photos and share them on the Facebook event story or tag us with the hashtag Visit MHK. Now, I know a lot of you want pictures with Johnny Kaw today. I know a lot of you. With the living one, the breathing one, and the one that's 30-some feet tall with the bright purple birthday hat. So whichever one you want to be taking your selfie with, feel free to share that. Also, Visit Manhattan's media team will be periodically checking Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We want to see who's tagged us from the event, and 2 people will be randomly chosen to win a prize here tonight. So that's a neat thing that we've got lined up for you. We have a few folks that we would like to have visit with you. They have some remarks. We're going to begin with Manhattan Mayor Linda Morse.
Thank you very much. This is such a special day to be in Manhattan. You know, there are lots of reasons to celebrate, and Johnny Kaw is a homegrown reason to celebrate. And we are lucky to have him. And I am so thankful for back in 1966 when Johnny Kaw was first built after 1955. When Manhattan and Riley County celebrated their 100th centennial. It took a few years, but by 1966, private citizens had come forth to build Johnny Kaw. And that's exactly what has happened 52 years later. We have, and you'll be finding out who these contributors are, but they have really stepped forward. And this is going to be a great place to visit and have people congregate in the future. So it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you, and welcome to Johnny Kaw's 52nd anniversary. And by the way, there is a book, so you might want to read up on the story of Johnny Kaw. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Morse. Next up, we're going to hear from a man who kind of spearheaded this effort in 2018. Actually, he started it last year, maybe even before that. But he had this vision and had some friends that bought in on this, and it's going to be a great addition to Manhattan City Park. It's called the Friends of Johnny Kaw Project. Please welcome City Commissioner Wynn Butler.
Hey, thank you. Glad to see everybody here. I love this project, and of course Ed Klimek has been helping honcho this thing, and the last one he did is the Flag Plaza down there on the corner, which was done exactly like this project is going to be done. If you get a copy of the Friends of Johnny Kaw book, which has got Fellinger's original stories in it, there's one line in there that particularly resonates with me. And what he basically said was that we're building a statue of Johnny Kaw in City Park. With taxpayer money? Certainly not. And that's the thing about this project. The communities come together. We started off needing $130,000 to build this project, Now we need only 50 to complete it. So we're trying to raise $50,000 more dollars, and then the Johnny Kaw Plaza, picture on the back of the book, will come to life as probably one of the great photo op opportunities in the community. So appreciate your support and helping us finish the Johnny Kaw Plaza. We want to start breaking ground here and getting the plaza in place in August of this year. Thank you.
Appreciate your words, Commissioner Butler, and thanks for all your efforts. And as the Commissioner had stated, a guy that also has had an awful lot to do with Manhattan City Park. He served on the Parks and Recreation Advisory Board. He's been a Manhattan City Commissioner, also Mayor of Manhattan, and he's got a lot of work involved in this project as well. Please welcome Ed Klimek.
Hey, thanks for being here. Everybody give yourself a hand for being here. Come on, Johnny, huh? I gotta tell you, so for 10 years, I was on the city commission, and the windows for the city commission room are right across the street. And guess who looks inside those windows? Johnny Kaw. And so every time we'd make a vote, I'd always look around and see if Johnny approved, because, you know, he was like the overseer of the commission for all these years. And so anyway, after I got off the commission, I walked into Eddie S.'s office, which is the Parks and Rec office right up front here. And I told Eddie my story about Johnny Kaw and being in the window there of the city commission. And Eddie said, you know what, every day, every single day, there's all these people come to City Park right in front of Johnny and they take photos. This is the photo op of Manhattan right here. And we started talking and said, you know, we ought to do something about this, because Johnny's been sitting here on this piece of ground for 52 years, and nothing's ever really been done to improve it. So if you look at the board we have over here, you can see the plaza that we are proposing to build. And I got to tell you something about this. We've got a group of about 15 individuals here in Manhattan, and they have come all together to make this thing happen. And it's amazing the synergy of this group. And in the meantime, we've gone out and talked to people about the Johnny Kaw project, and you know what? Everybody goes, yeah, Johnny Kaw in the city park, that sounds great, let's do it. And so we've got the town behind us. We collect our final dollars, and we're going to begin construction later in August. And by the fall, you're going to be seeing a brand new plaza around Johnny Kaw, and it's going to be the photo op, really the wonderful photo op center for the city and for the city park. So, hey, join us in this wonderful event, and thank you too to the CVB and this young lady over here for doing all the work for the birthday party too, because that's great. Karen, thanks a lot. Have a good time.
Well, Mr. Klimek alluded to her, so let's hear from the director of the Manhattan Convention and Visitors Bureau, our good friend Karen Hibbard.
Thanks so much for coming. You know, this week is National Tourism Week, and we couldn't think of a better way to celebrate National Tourism Week than with the best-looking guy in town, Johnny Kaw, celebrating his birthday, 52 years. And people come to Manhattan for a variety of reasons. They come to have a good time, mainly, right? It might be for a football game. It might be to have a picture with Johnny. It might be for a fine dining. It might be for just a weekend away. But Manhattan has so many, many, many offerings that we thought it would be appropriate this year to celebrate with a birthday. Again, people come to shop, dine, eat, and enjoy. Dave has alluded to our partners that are providing complimentary food. Again, thank you to the Manhattan Meat Market. Enjoy a hot dog. The reason for a hot dog? Johnny, that's your very favorite meal, isn't it? It's a hot dog. So in honor of Johnny, we're having his favorite food. Also, Hy-Vee was a creator of that great cake. For the first 300 people, you'll get to watch Johnny blow out those candles. We have a little special surprise for you, Johnny, with that. But after the fun run, Johnny's going to lead the way because he doesn't get a body just like this just by standing perfectly still. He's going to run, walk around the park. We hope you all do too. That'll be starting in about 15 minutes. So if you've not been registered yet, register for the walk over there where those girls in the orange shirts are waving like crazy. Register for that walk run, and then let the fun begin. Again, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting Manhattan and all of the wonderful things that we have to offer in this community. Celebrate Manhattan. Enjoy.
Hey, Karen, don't go away. Don't go away, Karen. Johnny, turn around over here. Look around this way.
Here we go.
Everybody back there, wave your hands.
All right.
Thank you. And thanks, Plastique.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. We do have a couple of other folks that I think I'd like to recognize. City Commissioner Yusha Reddy is here. Also, Commissioner Mike Dodson is over here. State Representative Tom Phillips has joined us. Any other city commissioners here? Okay. And somebody else, I think it's really cool that he made it here. He came from Lawrence today. His father was very involved in Johnny Kaw and a lot of history within the city of Manhattan in so many levels. So many of you will recognize the name Lowell Jack, and his son Steve has come from Lawrence to be here with us tonight. Steve, thank you for joining us. As Karen alluded to, we're going to be starting the run at 6 o'clock. We're going to be asking you to gather on the west side of the Balloon Arch. That's going to be our starting point for our fun run around the park tonight. Hot dogs are over there. Coming up after the fun run, we want you to all gather around here. We're going to sing happy birthday. We got birthday cake. We have a special poem from Poet Laureate Ron Wilson. And also, are you singing, Johnny? No. No, it's not Johnny Kaw mic'd up night here at City Park. We were hoping. But anyway, we got a lot of things, including the public debut of Ballad of Johnny Kaw. Johnny's got a new theme song. So we're excited about that tonight. And the people that are going to be playing that are just about ready to get started here. Would you please welcome from Manhattan, Kansas, for our entertainment during our Johnny Kaw Birthday Party, Plastique.
Thank you. I have a special request. Steve Jack played Plastique on KMKF. He was the first one to play our material back in 1980. And Steve, could you find it in your heart to come up and give us a little radio intro? Would you be so kind?
You know how this is done anymore?
You've got two of the best DJs ever, and Jerry Hutchinson too. Three great DJs, and you asked me, who's been out of the business since '83. So, but let's please put your hands together and welcome one of the hardest rocking, most wonderful, folksy, hometown Plastique.
Yay!